we have a four-tiered approach. The first being prevention. You should now all be aware of the measures that have been put into place by government on hand hygiene and the Catch It, Bin It campaign. The next level of protection and prevention is dealing with touch points, such things as door handles or any item that numerous people touch on a day-by-day basis. By simple sanitization, we can reduce cross-infection. The third level is deep cleans, and this is what we will be discussing in detail today. The fourth level is a COVID-19 clean. This is something that we employ third-party experts to complete on our behalf. So why do we do a deep clean? Firstly, it's to reduce the chances of cross-infection from a virus or bacteria. This could be any type of virus, such as mumps, measles, flu, norovirus. So what will this e-learning course teach you today? Firstly, preparation for a deep clean. Secondly, organisation and responsibility. How do we make it work? The importance of a preparation area. The methodology which we need to follow when performing a deep clean. And waste removal. Preparation. This is basically about what you need. Such things as chemicals, PPE, and equipment. Without these, you cannot perform the task. PPE and welfare. Naturally, you will be provided with the PPE to protect you whilst doing the deep clean. These are disposable gloves, aprons or disposable suits, masks or goggles. Welfare. In order to ensure you are safe during a deep clean, we would like you to firstly sanitize a toilet and kitchen area for the use of the deep clean staff. Do not take food into the area to be cleaned. Use the sanitized kitchen. Keep yourself hydrated. Before you put on all your PPE, go to the toilet. The supervisor will ensure you have adequate rest breaks. Steps to putting on personal protective equipment. First of all, remove all personal items, that's jewellery, watches, cell phones, pens, etc. Put on the disposable suit you've been supplied with or the apron in the preparation area. Move to the entrance to be cleaned. Ensure your colleagues have the correct PPE in place. Let's look after each other. Ensure you are wearing long sleeves to cover your arms, especially if you are only wearing an apron. Perform hand hygiene. Put on your disposable gloves. Put on your face mask. Put on a face shield or goggles. Then put on a second pair of gloves, preferably with a long cuff, so the gloves cover over the cuff of either your uniform or the PPE. Chemicals. We have selected a range of chemicals which have the European marking to kill such things as DNA, which kills virus. There is a list. However, you will only be provided with chemicals off that list. Equipment. We should have in place disposable cloths, disposable mops, buckets, waste bags, blue roll, steps if necessary, but only if necessary, spray bottles, hoovers and brushes. Organisation and responsibility. The first thing is the customer care centre or the operational manager will have agreed the specification with the client in advance. This could include soft furnishings, personal items, etc. One person is responsible for organising the cleaning team. This is normally a supervisor or a manager. That person will ensure there is complete coverage of the identified area. Dependent on the size of the area or its complexity, the supervisor will hand draw a map, and on this they will assign staff. The room should be divided into 5-metre square areas. Staff should be assigned to specific tasks in those given areas. No one will move from one area to another until the supervisor is ticked off to say that the first area is complete. Preparation zone. An area should be provided for the preparation and donning of your PPE. Sanitise the toilet and the kitchen area for the use of the deep clean staff. Only staff involved in the clean should be allowed into the preparation area, and all equipment and chemicals required for the clean should be positioned in this area. Methodologies. One person will enter the room with full PPE. They will turn off the air conditioning. The client will have been requested to open the windows in advance. If not, open the windows for ventilation and leave them open for 1 hour. The client should have removed any desk items, etc. in advance. If not, remove any items from desks, etc. Tie the plastic bag. A decision over their disposal is for the client. If your vacuum is fitted with a HEPA filter, vacuum the floor in advance. If there is no filter, spray the floor with sanitizer. Allow it to dry so it does not create a slip hazard. Make sure you start from the block furthest from the exit. The person supervising the clean should have a handwritten map with a layout of the areas to be cleaned. They will draw approximately 5-metre square areas on the map. Ensuring staff know where their block starts and ends is imperative. If it is a large room, select a column or a window or a piece of furniture to identify each of the 5-metre blocks. Starting from the block furthest from the exit, the supervisor will allocate staff members to each particular block. In each block, the operative will start from the left furthest and highest point. They will not go above hand reach height. Going left to right ensures both cleaners are not working on top of each other. The surfaces should be first cleaned with a normal detergent. This should then be followed by the sanitizing agent. The agent should be left for at least 30 seconds to 1 minute for it to be able to kill any virus before it is wiped off. The walls should be cleaned with a sanitizing agent, then any furnishings that are in the area. Start from the highest surface of the furniture. Number 2, then clean the sides. Number 3, any underside. Number 4, the legs. Only clean internal drawers if instructed. When your area is complete, tell your supervisor, who will mark the area off and allocate you to a new area. When all is complete, the supervisor will instruct the team to remove all equipment and rubbish from the room. The supervisor will organise the team to vacuum the area from the furthest point to the exit and then sanitise the floor. Bag and dispose of any disposable waste. Wipe down and sanitise non-disposable equipment, such things as your hoovers, cleaning bottles, etc. Things that you will use again. Steps for taking off your PPE. Your supervisor will ensure that each person in the team takes off the PPE in the correct manner. There will be separate containers kept in the preparation area for you to dispose of any disposable items, or if they are items to be reused, they will be placed in a reusable box for them to be sanitized. If you have an apron, remove the apron by just tugging at it so it breaks the holder on the neck. Roll it down, untie it, place it in the disposable waste. If you have a disposable suit, start removing it from the head first, rolling it down from the shoulders, down the hands and down to the feet, so it's inside out, and dispose of it in the disposable waste. Remove your eye protection by pulling the string from behind and dispose of it, or put it forward for sanitization. Remove the mask from behind the head by untying it at the bottom and then disposing of it or putting it in the box for sanitisation. Perform hand hygiene. Then, last but not least, remove the gloves and dispose of them appropriately, and then wash your hands. Clean up. Remove and bag any PPE disposable items. Remove and sanitise non-disposable PPE. Remove gloves and dispose. Wash your hands. That is a deep clean. That is how to prepare, the methods to complete, and how to dispose of PPE and waste. If you have any questions, please talk to your direct line manager or contact customer care at grosvenor.com or elearning@grosvenor.com. Thank you for your time.